Philadelphia Eagles. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Ready? Panther 60, Panther 60. Ready.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. You talk about this Falcon defense. They've been very good this year against the pass, currently holding on to a top 10 ranking at number 10.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
And he'll be tackled at about the 35. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
So just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Now back to throw. And not enough on the throw that time, as that one is incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
This is taken at the 23. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. A run for the first time with Bijan Robinson. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Eagles, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do with the offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball? Or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright?
15 yards, 1st down Atlanta.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Next, the receivers help spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
Inside the 20. Touchdown, Falcons. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football. All right, when you get a 3 and out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You said, thank you very much for getting us the rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically, what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. James Pierce. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. How to approach this? 3rd down and 16 yards to go.
19 Charger, 19 Charger.
He'll look to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. The Eagles send out their punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Well, he'll take a shot at the end of that one, and they'll begin right there.
At their own 36-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. And look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
From the 41, here's a 2nd down and 6. They'll run again here with Robinson. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. With that last effort, he has reached now 10,000 career rushing yards. Congratulations.
Big-time congratulations. That also means that his publicist can make sure all the information gets to every voter out there who has a say in the Hall of Fame. Fashion and get a heck of a resume.
Shifts by him, and he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. So the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs.
Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Robinson up the middle. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Ready? 19-18.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, Falcon football. As they've got it 2nd and 7. Robinson on a give right side. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play, backwards a yard.
I really like what he did there because he took his practice work and converted it to game action because he used his hands, got off the block, worked laterally and stayed to the outside, and finished off the runner for a loss.
On 3rd down, Penix from the gun. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and then runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys.
And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Michael Penix His second touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Falcons go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by York is up and good. And it's now 14-0.
Eagles nothing.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. But the defense quick to read this. They bust in and drop him before he could take the shot downfield.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19.
Here we go, Scott. 70 Lions. Go.
They'll look to throw here. Looking middle, he finds Royals. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39.
Let's go, let's go.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Eagles first down. 1st and 10 at the
Back to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jones. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
47-yard line.
2 yards to go, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Head. Cougar 19. Tight. 19 tight. Hey, please.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. That's complete to DK Metcalf. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down. The Eagles had 2-2 through the first 4 weeks of the season, and they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left. Up the middle, Jones. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down.
Let's go.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
18.
Not liking the look. They'll change the play.
Panther 11. Let's go.
Now a play fake here on first down. And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there, 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of him. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
They'll look to throw. That's complete, right around the 8. So nothing doing there. And that'll set up 2nd and goal.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
Panther 60. Go.
They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles have cut it back within a score. The play after is good. And that'll make our score 14-7.
14. Eagles 7.
kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, right now they just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about where they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Here now, 3rd and a yard. From the shotgun, it's Penix. And he is caught. And he's going to have the Falcons first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. It's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. 14 yards there on a Falcon first down. And looking to throw, Penix. They'll let this go for the end zone. And that is incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
2nd and 10. To the air, Penix. That's out wide here for Robinson. Oh, nice move. And he has another first down as he'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 23. A gain there of 21 yards.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Looking to throw, Penix. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with just over a minute to go before halftime. Robinson is into the end zone. It's a Falcons touchdown. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game, and no signs of slowing down.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Oh, good-looking return set up here. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Well, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
2nd down and 10.
go. Here we go. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal.
They'll set up a throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Here we go. Set. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles.
Now a throw here out wide. He might be looking to throw this again. That's going to be incomplete. It looked like he had it for a second, but the razzle-dazzle will not work out. It's second down.
Brings up second and 10.
Go. Let's go.
Now the toss to Jones, running right. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 43 yards rushing for him now to this point.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turn around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a game. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man and broke the play up.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Let's go. Let's go.
He'll drop to throw. He's going to try and go deep again. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
Oh, that's kind of how it's gone for him so far. That was a ball they need to get back in this game. A quick strike, a big play. But he led his guy too far, and it winds up over his head.
60 Vikings. 60 Vikings. 19 tight. 19 tight. Ready.
They'll look to throw again. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
How about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dive defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. They'll throw now on the final play. Now Penix going to hold on to it. His throw incomplete. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Got an open man, it's Pickens. Now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And caught by London. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
That's another beautiful throw right there. Gets it to his man right in stride. And I think that throw kind of exemplifies what we've seen from this offense throughout this game. They've been in rhythm. They've been sharp. They've been on it. And they pick up another first down there.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Michael Penix, a 12-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in the landing zone, this will come out to the 20. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Here we go.
They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22. Now they'll change things up. Here's 2nd and 8. Caught on the right side by Jones. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain there of 21 yards.
That turned into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right, and after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
18 Rattler. Mustang 19.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
Looks like another empty possession offensively, and you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
They'll try and throw for it here. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. Down to the 41.
Really held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop the jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
And they'll send Pickens in motion right here. He'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 23 yards the pickup there. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
First down.
Let's go now.
Now Penix. And that is caught. Touchdown Falcons. Chris Olave from 17 yards out. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. The York on now for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Eagles 10.
The York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And able to get this out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
He sets up the screen to Jones. He's got a little daylight. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A big pickup there for the Eagles' first down, 18 yards.
At the 40-yard line.
Let's go now. Panther 60. Panther 60. Ready.
He'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense has spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
2nd and 10 now. Third quarter action from Philadelphia, PA. Room here to run. Now inside the 25. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A big play there. 59 yards. And the Eagles are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point splits the uprights. And that'll cut the lead down to 18. I guess the last that score wasn't enough for them. They want more. Here comes an onside kick. And a good job here by the Falcons. Their hands team able to recover it. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep. Those types of things, now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Those are the plays this defense needs with the deficit they're facing.
It certainly is, and they've got to continue to swarm the football and hope that someone, while they're holding up the ball carrier, can get in there and rake it and lock it free. They need to get some takeaways as well.
On second down, another shot for Robinson. He was trying to turn the corner, but he will go nowhere. That second down play, that's a -4.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. And quickly into the hands of Robinson. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Penix. Targeting Pitts on the out route, and he's got it complete. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Kyle Pitts, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Falcons get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. The extra point by York is up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Goes right back to him. It's Griffin again. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a 1st down.
42-yard line.
Here we go. Shot. Cowboy 80. Let go.
Now here's a throw out wide. Oh, this might be a double pass. And this one nearly intercepted. That one might need to go back to the drawing board. Almost a disaster. It winds up just an incomplete pass, though. Here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. Cougar 19.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Now he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
This one into the hands of Metcalf. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Hold the ready.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Come on, come on. Ready.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot.
Man.
And they turn it over.
Yeah.
The Eagles unable to
Bro, I ain't done nothing wrong this whole game. And they killing me. They fucking killing me.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, giving him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
Now, here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. That second down run, a big help. The 7 yards leaves them with just a 3rd and 3 now. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have a Falcons first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 32.
Chew this for me, bruh.
Here's Penix. He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Falcons. Drake London, 53 yards. And the Falcons have sewn this one up as they add to their lead here in the 4th. Extra point by York is up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. And York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
Hold the set.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. From the 35, here's 2nd and 2.
Let's go now. Let's go.
Now back to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
70 Timberwolves.
Looking to throw. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. And looking to throw, Penix. Short throw, caught by Pitts. So 8 yards on the completion there. And they'll be left with 2nd and a couple.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And shoving through the tackle. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 54 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Off the option, he'll try and run with it. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. To the air, Penix. This pass is caught by London. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
And they'll indeed take a knee. And they will take a knee here. And they take a knee.
Oh,